Nigga kill over a bitch, but let a rat keep his wife.
And I'm trying to keep it cute, but I don't want to say it the wrong way because I don't want to get no backlash. I mean, I don't necessarily care, but I don't want to disrespect nobody. But in my opinion, Dolph was a hustler, and Dolph wasn't a gangster. Like, he didn't necessarily know how to move in the streets.
Hey y'all, I ain't never been disappointed in my nigga Dolph. R.I.P. that man. But I'm disappointed in him now. Govan Hernandez. Hernandez Govan. Whatever that nigga name is. He just informed us of something. About Gotti coming to Memphis for a family gathering or whatever he had to be in town for. And his Rolls Royce getting shot up. Let's get into this.
um, there's no way that I would have been moving like that, considering uh, what happened prior to that, and he knew what happened prior to that. And so yeah, I could speak on it, and he did and gone. So yeah, if he knew he knew what had just happened to Yo Gotti. So there is no way that I would have been riding around here like that, and I knew what just happened to Yo Gotti, and um, the Yo Gotti that everybody know. He probably going on his lick back.
And when you say what happened to Yo Gotti, man, can you inform our viewers what you mean by that?
Definitely, because a lot of people don't know what happened. Gotti was in town for a family function, family event, and he was in his Rolls Royce truck, and Insanity pulled up on the side of him. And, they let out about 60 rounds into his Rolls Royce truck, but he was bulletproof. And I got it moved. He ain't gonna do no social media, or he ain't report the crime, and that. So it kind of went under the radar. But they knew about it with the detectives and stuff. They knew because it's in our discovery. But yeah, so they had just happened about it like maybe a month or so prior, couple months.
Yeah, ain't never hear about that one there, bro.
For sure.
So that's why Gotti came out with that song called Bulletproof.
So nigga shot at me and missed. I hope the Lord bless. A lot of those little, I said that should be meaning something. But yeah, I can't say that's the reason why. But you know, you from the streets now, you know what's up.
Yeah, man.
hmm
That's just interesting, man, because I covered Dolph's story, what I'm saying, here and there, and kind of the beef between him and Yo Gotti. And I knew about the Sprinter van thing, but I never knew about, him being in town at the family function. And
Yeah, that was
that's
right
crazy.
for a dog got killed, man. And that's another incident that happened that a lot of people don't know about. Um, for some, I guess like it's just crazy, man. Just fake. Juke and Glock ended up on the same plane one day. I was leaving Memphis International Airport, and they had an altercation, and Glock ended up spitting on Juke, and so they kind of like amplified things, and
You said Glock ended up doing what on him, bro?
Glock ended up spitting on Juke.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and so that kind of amplified things, and kind of like now she can like reignite.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, I think that was actually that incident was, I think, maybe like a couple weeks prior to Dolph getting killed. So
Mm.
Now y'all heard what I heard. For the slow people in the back, don't say, "Oh, he talking too much." Govan Hernandez, Govan, whatever that nigga name is, he ain't my type of person. You feel me? But he telling his side. It's already documented. Them people already know. That's for the people in the back that can't hear, wasn't listening. He ain't telling too much because it's already out there. We just didn't know. Y'all remember when Dolph, they pulled up on Dolph in Charlotte and they did their thing. Well, tried to. He was bulletproof. They shot up his Sprinter van. He survived. Dolph said, "Hey, I'm gonna get my get back, nigga. I'm gonna get mine. Gotti was on his way to Memphis for whatever reason he was on his way to Memphis for, and the Infinity truck pull up and they let off 60. He's in a bulletproof. He was paying attention to Dolph and say, wait a minute, I'll go get me some bulletproof too. Dolph wanted his get back. The get back was equal. It was equal at that point. He tried him, they both survived. Now this where the disappointment come in at for me. You know you done took these shots at this man. Or whoever did, whatever. You know it got something to do with you, right? Why would you go to the city and ain't got a nigga on every corner? As if Gotti don't got a lot of influence and a lot of money he playing with. I mean, before this situation with Dolph, I like the big head nigga. Now I don't, cause I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm the type of person I pay attention to character. Most people who got into it with Gotti, it was because they didn't want to get down with Gotti on the music tip, and Gotti would go at him. He have a problem because people wanted to do their own thing. People wanted to be bosses. They was capable of being bosses, and they knew that, and they took the route they took. How you gonna get mad? So I wasn't feeling that. Like, nigga, how you gonna get mad because somebody don't want to do things your way? I'm a grown man. I don't move like that. Dolph come along. Him and Dolph beefing. Seem like the same problem. And over a female. I don't move like that. So it was easy for me to be, yeah, I'ma listen to Dog over here. I believe him. He just be talking. Okay, the disappointment though. Let's get back to the disappointment. I'm disappointed in Dolph. This man got all this money. You got money too. You got hitters too. Everybody got hitters, but you ain't have enough with you that day. I don't even want to say the egghead nigga right, but one thing about a gangster, they know how to move. When they cause pain, people die in their city all the time. But it's damn near like you was asking for it. You know what you did. You know how you got to move. You got to keep enough people around you. Not exactly around you, but on the corner here, on the corner there. Maybe niggas standing outside here. Like it should have been a nigga outside that door face up. Outside that door seeing what's going on. They see everything, nigga. You go in, they just standing outside with it. On that. So yeah, you was moving all wrong. That nigga's a hustler, ultimate hustler. The gangster side didn't show too much when it was supposed to show. Let's go back in the day. Them gangsters, they drivers and everybody else, when they get out, going somewhere, they have somebody stand outside that door. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all seen enough gangster movies, OG movies. His brother was in there with him, not paying no attention. Yeah, he had that, yeah, but he wasn't paying attention, my nigga. So, Govan, Hernandez Govan, he was right. He just informed us that Gotti survived the same thing that Dolph survived. And Gotti, he was gonna get his get back. Everybody was trying to get back for everything that was happening back and forth. But ultimately, we see what it is. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about it.